Johnson City, Tennessee is a quiet mountain town tucked into the Appalachian foothills and has become one of the most talked about places to live in America. So the big question is Johnson City growing too fast? Today, I'm breaking down the numbers, the trends, and what the future might realistically look like. According to World Population Review, Johnson City's current population is just over 73,600. Back in 2020, it was around 71,000, which means the city has grown roughly 3.5% over the past 5 years. In the early 2020s, Johnson City did see a surge, the pandemic surge. From 2021 through 23, Northeast Tennessee added over 6,400 people per year throughout the region. It was crazy, but that pace has already slowed down. Recent estimates show the region adding under 3,800 new residents per year, and Johnson City added approximately 600 new households in 2024. And more than 40% of those households were people between the ages of 25 and 44. So this isn't just retirees, it's working professionals, families, and remote workers. Now, looking at the numbers, growth hasn't stopped. It's just no longer explosive. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Johnson City needs people to move here. Across the Tri-Cities, more people pass away each year than are born, so population stability and growth depend on relocation. And to keep the numbers steady, the region needs roughly 260 new residents per month, and Johnson City helps carry that load. Whether you've lived here your whole life, moved here years ago like I did, I've been here almost 20 years, or you're considering moving here, I think we can all agree. We don't want Johnson City to grow too quickly, but growth is still critical to long-term economic health. It brings a younger workforce and new households, stronger tax base to support schools, roads, and public services, plus continued investment in healthcare, retail, and housing. And the alternative? Population decline. Usually means fewer jobs, shrinking services, and less investment overall. The good news, Johnson City's growth today is modest and manageable. It's nothing like 2020 or 2021, and that slower pace gives local leaders time to plan. And other good news, something that really helps this area is that not everyone moving here lives inside of Johnson City. Many people work inside Johnson City or use its hospitals, schools, and amenities, but choose nearby towns like Jonesboro, Elizabethton, Greeneville, Kingsport, and Bristol. And that spreads growth across the region. It takes pressure off the city traffic and housing and still supports the local economy. So what is expected in the future? Johnson City isn't expected to suddenly explode in population. Long-term planning projections suggest about a 24% growth by the year 2045. So that's spread out over 2 decades. And that kind of growth happens gradually and allows infrastructure to catch up. And yes, we are feeling some growing pains, but local leaders in Johnson City are not ignoring the growth in our area. Horizon 2045 has been created, a long-range plan focusing on managing development, infrastructure, housing, and traffic with direct public input. Local leaders realize growth is happening, and how it's managed matters. If you care about long-term livability, property values, and quality of life, this planning process is a big deal. So is Johnson City growing too fast? The short answer, not really. The data shows growth has slowed, even if it doesn't always feel that way when you're driving around town. Some people love the new restaurants, jobs, and energy. Others worry about traffic, housing prices, and losing that small town feel. And honestly, both sides make sense. Growth isn't the problem. How it's handled is what matters. And Johnson City isn't a boom town, even with all the attention it's getting. Growth is happening more intentionally now, and a lot of people are choosing nearby towns, which helps keep growth more balanced. I'm Stephanie with the Fret Group at Greater Impact Realty. Our team specializes in helping people like you that are thinking about moving to Northeast Tennessee. If you have questions about this beautiful area, feel free to call, text, or email us. A member of our team would be happy to help you. And remember, it's never too soon to start planning your move. I hope to see you here in Johnson City.